A very daunting chapter. 1013 was. But I don't think this is the theme of the chapter, but I think this could possibly be the theme. One of the underlying themes of the arc is just having faith in either your captain or faith in each other. A chapter that I remember was 995, I believe, with Ulti, Nami, and Usopp. And Usopp got headbutted by Ulti, and Ulti went to Nami and was telling Nami she was about to kill her. Nami saying, "Don't kill me, don't do it." Then Ulti's telling Nami to say that her captain will never be king of the pirates, or she will headbutt her and kill her. In response, Nami says Luffy will never stop until he's king of the pirates. Now, when you go back and reread this moment, personally, this hits a lot more than even last chapter where Nami stood up for Tama. This felt less contrived. I felt more of a connection to this moment because we've seen time and time again where Luffy's resilience it shone through. With Nami and Tama, there's a baseline connection of her being a woman and her caring about kids, and of course her childhood, which you can make that connection, but directly her to Tama, it doesn't feel legitimate, right? It feels like, okay, something that's trying to be kind of forced. So that's why I appreciate that moment with Nami and Ulti, and I guess that's why I wanted to rematch, because Nami would come back and Oda would reference that moment again. Again, that could still happen, but Ulti just got hit with a devastating attack. Where's all this leading? Well, after last chapter, forget the characters in the story, I'm seeing people, like actual people that read the story, starting to lose faith in Luffy. One thing we have to understand is that this is going to happen. I talk about this time and time again, where Luffy going into battles, the first couple of times he's going to lose or he's going to be overwhelmed. Something quickly that I want to highlight about Kaido is that the first time Kaido used a Thunder Bagua on Luffy, he said as expected. Right? Like he expected this to happen. And now in this recent chapter after that happened, he's like, you know what? I knew it would turn out like this. Where Kaido seems to be suffering from either success, so disappointment, especially based on, his interactions with his daughter so far, it seems to be prevalent in his life. But I thought that was interesting how Oda, every time, it seems like he has these expectations of Luffy. One thing that Luffy's really good at, obviously his crew having faith in him. And I absolutely love just going through the panels and seeing each Straw Hat saying, Luffy is the man that will become Pirate King. It hits every single time because it's unwavering faith. And speaking of unwavering faith, let's go to Whole Cake Island really quickly. Now that, I think, again, is another underlying theme. And when Luffy's involved, he's going to be attached to faith because it's a lot of faith that you gotta have in Luffy that he's gonna overcome these situations. From Zoto Whole Cake Island, Sanji's decision, some were led to believe that it was due to a lack of faith in the Straw Hats. But I think it was more so him not having faith in himself and just losing confidence and not wanting to burden his friends with his baggage. Of course, he was cautious about Luffy taking down Big Mom, saying, hey, at this point, I don't think Luffy can handle going against Big Mom. He wasn't wrong. We see how Luffy's struggling still against Kaido, and this is before Katakuri, before Udon. Sanji was cautious about that, but I think it was more internalized, where it's more about him and sacrificing himself for the sake of the crew. But he should have known that the Straw Hats, specifically Luffy, would not give up on him. In that same arc in regards to faith, the Straw Hats absolutely believed that Luffy would defeat Katakuri and make it to the spot in time for Sanji to save him. Sanji went and was waiting for Luffy to exit the mirror. These are just simple examples of Luffy and how important faith is in regards to this story. Now to Kaido, talking about losing faith. It's an exceptional concept, faith, belief, especially for One Piece and the Straw Hats, because it is unwavering. There are moments where you could question it, and sometimes they question him and what he's focused on, but they 100% believe in Luffy. Kaido talks about humans clinging on to faith, right? They can't afford to abandon it, but that can be dangerous. This is true, but this doesn't shake out this way normally in One Piece because Luffy typically comes through. But what's the reason for this unwavering faith? Yes, Luffy has proven himself to every single Straw Hat. From Zoro, Nami, Robin, Usopp, Brook, everyone has seen what Luffy can do and how his tenacity has gotten them out of crazy situations. But why must they have this faith? Let's remove humans and focus on the Straw Hats for a second. They have to believe in Luffy. They have no choice. The reason why they have to believe in Luffy is because, say for instance, Luffy doesn't become Pirate King and Luffy fails automatically all of their dreams, they fall as well. Where I have to believe in Luffy's dream. I have to believe in Luffy. Because if he fails, ultimately my dream and my belief, was it ever real? Did I make a mistake? Should I have abandoned this dream? So no matter what, they're all in. Because at the end of the day, if he fails, they all fail. They're taking a journey together. And as much faith as they have in him, he has in them. We've seen it time and time again. Luffy saying to believe in Zoro. I trust Zoro. Zoro will make it through. Oh, I trust Sanji. I trust Nami. Don't worry about them. Faith. And it seems like in every single layer of One Piece, from combat to the journey to even micro moments like this in Kaido and Luffy, faith is a huge part of it. Even with Sky Island, people didn't believe it was a real thing. And this is what connects faith in dreams. Where we go back to Jaya, a man's dreams never die. And the man's dreams never die because he always has faith. Now, for Blackbeard, some may label him a walking contradiction because Blackbeard even said, if I did not find this devil fruit, I would have given up. But he found it. But the thing is, he had faith to look for this devil fruit for decades, right? That takes a lot of faith. So for Kaido, when we talk about faith, I don't think the Straw Hats would ever lose faith in their captain. I don't think the Alliance at this point would ever lose faith in Luffy. But Kaido lost faith in something. Kaido at one point believed he used to cling to faith like humans do. Something changed. Something happened in Kaido's life for him to understand that not abandoning this blind faith soon enough could be dangerous. Could it be rocks? Could it be his belief in that entire crew? Because we know Kaido was somewhat of an apprentice on that ship, or junior member. Did he believe in that crew, believe in that dream? It's a very interesting dynamic that Luffy has with the antagonist, because over time, they start to believe in him. Kaido started to believe in Luffy. He got fired up. He believed Luffy could compete. Katakuri believed that Luffy was on his level, believed that Luffy could come back and basically free him and defeat his mother at some point. I think this disappointment and Kaido's demeanor is very significant. From Thriller Bark to now, from what we've seen, for instance, Moria, and having faith, believing in your crew, that led to their demise. Imagine how many pirate crews, look at the Flying Six, former pirate captains, how many of them had faith and belief that they could at one point become big names in a new world. Kaido broke that. Humans always cling on to faith in a way they can't afford to abandon it, and that can be dangerous. I don't see it playing out this way, but I would love if Oda played through a scenario, not all the way, but a scenario in which having overwhelming blind faith could backfire and then the Straw Hats suffer the consequences. Now, I'm not saying a death. That's a bit too extreme. But Kaido's words are true because obviously it happened to him. But what's going to happen is Luffy is going to overcome this with the help of his crew. He's either going to be caught by Yamato, Momonosuke, or Sanji. Help from his crew, help from his allies, because they have the unwavering faith in him. So people that are reading this story, why are you losing faith in Luffy? This happens. People lose. Luffy loses all the time. But every time Luffy loses, he comes back so much stronger, so much more prepared for what's to come. But breaking his faith, his will, and his dreams, it's impossible. Yes, Kaido, you missed your opportunity to take Luffy's head as a trophy. If you had done that, ultimately it's over for everyone else. If Zoro failed to make Luffy the Pirate King, would he continue his journey? What about Nami, Usopp, Brook? Is it over at that point? Does the story stop for them? We also have to remember Wano is a story about Oden, the man who is much like Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji in so many different ways. One of Oden's flaws that I've noticed rewatching the anime is that Oden did not believe in his crew. Oden took it all on himself. He did not believe in his people. To the point that Oden even said, you know what, Kaido, if I don't beat you, no one else will be able to beat you for 20 years. No belief. Danced for 5 years because he did not believe that his crew at that time could go up against Kaido's crew and avoid casualties. Yes, the people of Wano mattered, but I think it's clear, present time and in the past, when you take things upon yourself, it doesn't work out too well. And I think the greatest tragedy that we've seen based on that has been Portgas the Ace. Oden was sad, but Ace was 21? He's very young. So again, I think this is a brilliant concept that Oda is introducing. Not sure where he's going with it. Predictions will be coming soon, but I can't wait to see this play out. Faith, abandoning your faith, clinging to faith, very layered topics, which Oda can navigate through masterfully, and I think he will. I think it'll be done really well, and I just can't wait to see it play out. But guys, don't lose faith, okay? But let me know your thoughts. How do you see this playing out? Have you lost faith in this raid? Do you think Luffy is done? Give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'd be remiss if I did not mention, again, another moment in Wano is in Udon. When Luffy took the pain and took the damage to restore faith to the prisoners of Udon in living and not giving up. This man has the charisma that can turn anyone. We don't have to go through what Mihawk said. We know at this point. It's chapter 1013. Kaido's starting to believe in Luffy. The villains, they eventually start to believe in Luffy. This is not over. This is just the beginning. We have a lot more time left. But guys, again, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.